Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that some New Zealand 20-cent coins, once worth just pocket change, are now worth hundreds of dollars? Hidden among ordinary coins are rare treasures featuring the nation's proud kiwi bird, coins that carry history, beauty, and incredible value. Today, we uncover the secrets behind these remarkable pieces and reveal why collectors across the world are willing to pay hundreds for what was once just 20 cents. And our journey begins with the 1975 New Zealand 20-cent coin, a piece that marked a bold chapter in the nation's coinage, where art, history, and national identity were struck into metal for the world to admire. The 1975 New Zealand 20-cent coin featuring the iconic kiwi bird, a coin that has become a shining symbol of national pride and surprising value. Minted in an era when New Zealand's coinage was undergoing transformation, the 1975 20-cent piece holds a special place in the nation's numismatic history. This was a time when the country was refining its decimal currency system, and each design carried not only value but meaning, a reflection of New Zealand's natural heritage and independence. On the reverse side, you'll find the unmistakable image of the kiwi bird, a national emblem that represents the country's identity, resilience, and connection to nature. Designed with remarkable detail, this bird stands proudly amid native foliage, capturing the heart of every New Zealander and coin collector alike. The obverse of the coin features a young Queen Elizabeth II, her effigy finely engraved, symbolizing New Zealand's continuing link with the Commonwealth during the 1970s. This portrait, paired with the kiwi reverse, makes the coin a blend of regal elegance and national pride. But beyond its design lies what makes it truly valuable, its rarity and history. While millions of 20-cent coins were minted across various years, the 1975 issue stands out because of its limited mintage, pristine examples, and collector demand. Over time, many have disappeared from circulation, leaving only a few high-grade pieces surviving in exceptional condition. The alloy composition of the coin, copper and nickel, gives it a silvery tone, yet it's not the metal that gives this coin its worth. Its true value lies in its historical context and the passion of collectors who recognize its importance as a preserved piece of 1970s New Zealand heritage. Every coin minted that year tells a story of a changing nation, one modernizing its currency and celebrating its native wildlife at the same time. It's more than just a piece of metal. It's a snapshot of an era, frozen in shining form. Collectors around the world hunt tirelessly for the 1975 Kiwi Reverse 20 cent, especially those in uncirculated or proof condition. And when such coins appear at auctions, they often ignite fierce bidding wars among numismatists who know just how significant this date is. Now, let's talk about what everyone wants to know. How valuable can this coin truly be? Depending on its condition and rarity, the 1975 New Zealand 20-cent coin can reach astonishing figures in the collector's market. In average circulated condition, it can already fetch several tens of dollars, but when found in mint state or proof condition, collectors have been willing to pay as much as $400 to $500 USD for a single flawless piece. And yes, there have been exceptional cases where coins with special die varieties or mirror-like proof finishes have sold for even higher amounts, pushing the limits of what was once thought possible for a 20-cent coin. This is the magic of numismatics, where history transforms into value, and a coin once used for everyday purchases becomes a collector's dream worth hundreds of dollars. Every scratch-free edge, every shimmering detail, adds to its desirability. So if you ever come across a 1975 New Zealand 20-cent coin, take a close look. That little kiwi on the reverse could be your gateway to a rare treasure. Inspect it for shine, clarity, and sharp details, because those qualities can multiply its value many times over. What makes this coin even more special is how few people realize its potential. Many still treat it as ordinary pocket change, unaware that they might be holding a collectible masterpiece struck half a century ago. As collectors know, time is the greatest multiplier of value, and every year that passes makes these coins rarer, harder to find, and more valuable to serious buyers and auction houses around the world. For New Zealanders, this coin is a symbol of national pride. For international collectors, it's a window into a nation's identity. And for investors, it's a golden opportunity disguised in silver-colored metal. So never underestimate the power of a small coin. The 1975 New Zealand 20 cent featuring the kiwi bird stands as proof that history, art, and rarity can turn a humble 20-cent piece into a treasure worth hundreds of dollars. Who knows, maybe the next time you check your collection or search through an old drawer, you'll discover your very own piece of New Zealand's hidden fortune. Because in the world of rare coins, sometimes the smallest treasures shine the brightest. As we move forward through the decade, the story of the 1982 New Zealand 20-cent coin unfolds, a shining continuation of the Kiwi legacy, and a coin whose beauty and scarcity have captured the hearts of collectors across generations. The 1982 New Zealand 20-cent coin, a small silver-colored disc that wears the proud Kiwi on its reverse and carries a story worth far more than its face value. Minted during a calm decade in New Zealand's monetary history, the 1982 20-cent piece reflects a nation that cherished its native symbols and timeless craftsmanship, and collectors around the globe have taken notice. It also shares the same beloved design introduced in 1975, featuring the majestic kiwi bird standing gracefully among native ferns, a proud emblem of New Zealand's natural beauty and enduring spirit. Turn the coin over, and the reverse presents that familiar kiwi scene, depicted with lifelike detail and balance. It's not just a bird, it's a symbol of national pride, instantly recognized and deeply connected to New Zealand's identity. On the obverse, the portrait of Elizabeth II appears in classical profile, a refined effigy that ties this coin to the broader Commonwealth legacy and adds a layer of historical charm for collectors who seek royal portrait series. What raises the heartbeat of collectors is not just the metal composition, but the coin's survival in high-quality condition. After decades of handling and circulation, finding a sharp, lustrous 1982 20-cent coin has become increasingly rare. This coin was struck for everyday commerce, yet time has separated the ordinary from the extraordinary, and that separation is exactly what creates its incredible value today. Collectors treasure examples that show the kiwi's feathers in crisp detail, clean fields free from marks, and sharp edges untouched by wear, qualities that transform a simple coin into a collectible masterpiece. Over the years, countless 20-cent pieces have passed through hands, drawers, and pockets, but only a select few remain in pristine, mint-state condition, shimmering as though freshly struck. When one of these flawless pieces appears at auction, excitement fills the room. Dealers and collectors know that the 1982 issue stands among the most beautiful and desirable of New Zealand's modern coins. Its value is amplified by its connection to the classic 1975 design, a design that came to symbolize the golden age of New Zealand coinage, admired for its elegance and national significance. The appeal doesn't stop there. The 1982 Kiwi coin fits perfectly into themed collections, from wildlife and bird series to Commonwealth portrait sets, ensuring its demand remains strong across international markets. And when we talk about value, we're not exaggerating. While circulated pieces may trade modestly, the true treasures are the immaculate, certified specimens, coins so pristine they've sold for as much as $600 at auction. That impressive figure reflects both its rarity and its emotional pull. It's a physical piece of early 1980s New Zealand, a moment in time captured forever in metal, bridging art, history, and identity. Investors and hobbyists alike understand that the best preserved coins from ordinary issues often become the most extraordinary over time. The 1982 20-cent coin is a perfect example of that truth. If you happen to find one tucked away, gleaming with bright surfaces, crisp lettering, and a clear portrait of Elizabeth II, you're not holding pocket change. You're holding a potential auction highlight. Professional grading and certification can make all the difference. Once authenticated, these coins often reach their maximum potential value, as collectors trust the verified condition. This coin teaches a lasting lesson. That size does not determine significance. A simple 20-cent piece can become a centerpiece of history, admired and valued for generations. So check your drawers, your coin jars, or that old family collection. Because one perfect 1982 New Zealand 20-cent coin, sharing the same proud kiwi design as the 1975 issue, could turn an ordinary discovery into an extraordinary reward. The 1982 Kiwi 20-cent is more than metal. It's a symbol of New Zealand's legacy, a collector's dream, and a piece capable of commanding up to $600 in today's market. Will you be the one to find it? With a sharp eye and a bit of luck, the next numismatic treasure could already be in your hands, waiting to reveal its hidden worth. Years later, a remarkable piece emerged, the 1988 New Zealand 20-cent coin. With its detailed kiwi design and its place near the end of the original series, it became a numismatic symbol of pride and transformation. The 1988 New Zealand 20-cent coin, proudly displaying the nation's beloved kiwi bird on its reverse. This coin, though small in size, carries a value that has astonished collectors and investors around the globe. The 1988 issue marked the closing chapter of an era. It was among the final years that New Zealand's 20-cent coins featured the large, majestic kiwi design before the country transitioned to smaller, lighter coins. That single detail gives the 1988 20-cent piece historical importance. It represents the end of the traditional kiwi series, making it one of the most desirable coins in modern New Zealand numismatics. On the reverse, the kiwi bird stands gracefully among native foliage, a proud emblem of the nation's identity. This design, rich in heritage and artistry, symbolizes New Zealand's connection to its natural beauty and wildlife. Each curve of the bird's feathers, each detail of the terrain beneath its feet, reflects the skill of the artists who captured a piece of national pride in metal. Turn the coin over, and you'll find the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, engraved in regal precision. Her image links this coin to the broader Commonwealth history, uniting the spirit of tradition and monarchy with the local flavor of New Zealand craftsmanship. Minted in copper nickel, the 1988 20-cent coin may look simple, but its value goes far beyond its metallic composition. What drives collectors wild is its rarity, pristine preservation, and the fact that it stands as a farewell to an iconic design. When the design changed the following year, collectors suddenly realized the significance of the 1988 issue, and demand soared. Many of these coins entered heavy circulation and suffered wear, scratches, and dulling over time. But the few that survived untouched, sharp-edged, lustrous, and gleaming, became the crown jewels of collections worldwide. Finding a perfect 1988 20-cent coin is like discovering buried treasure in plain sight. This coin story captures a moment of transformation, when New Zealand's currency evolved, yet the soul of the nation remained imprinted on every kiwi it ever struck. The 1988 edition thus became not just a coin, but a symbol of transition, cherished by historians and collectors alike. Over the years, this coin has gained remarkable attention in numismatic circles. Auctioneers and collectors constantly compete for top-quality examples, driving the price ever higher. Even modestly preserved pieces can attract attention, but those in brilliant, uncirculated, or proof-like condition command serious money. And when we say valuable, we mean it. The finest specimens of the 1988 New Zealand 20-cent coin have fetched astonishing prices, with collectors paying up to $700 for immaculate, certified examples that showcase the kiwi in full, untouched brilliance. That's right, a coin once worth just 20 cents can today be worth hundreds of dollars. It's proof that rarity, historical importance, and beauty can transform ordinary currency into an asset of real financial and sentimental value. The 1988 20-cent coin's appeal extends beyond New Zealand's shores. International collectors see it as a striking example of Commonwealth coinage artistry and an essential piece in completing Kiwi-themed or Queen Elizabeth II-era sets. Every time a near-perfect coin surfaces at an auction, bidding wars break out, proof that demand for this piece hasn't waned even after decades. The value continues to rise as collectors chase the best-preserved survivors of the final Kiwi series. If you have a 1988 20-cent coin at home, it's time to look closely. Examine its luster, edges, and the sharpness of the kiwi's feathers. A bright, flawless piece could make you a serious profit. And if you get it professionally graded, that certification could multiply its worth even further. For New Zealanders, this coin is more than metal, it's a fragment of their story. For collectors, it's an opportunity that merges passion with profit. And for investors, it's a reminder that small treasures can carry big potential. As years pass, these coins grow scarcer. Every damaged or lost coin increases the value of the few that remain pristine. And in that scarcity lies the power that drives its market upward. So, if you ever come across a 1988 New Zealand 20-cent featuring the kiwi bird, know this. You might be holding not just a piece of change, but a collectible masterpiece worth up to $700. History, art, and rarity converge in this coin, a shining reminder that even the smallest pieces of the past can hold extraordinary value in the present. Search your drawers, check your coin jars, and you might just uncover a sparkling window into New Zealand's golden age of coinage, and maybe your own piece of numismatic fortune. Because sometimes, the tiniest treasures tell the grandest stories, and the 1988 New Zealand 20-cent coin is one of those treasures. And finally, we arrive at the last coin of this video, the last of its kind, a farewell to the iconic large kiwi design and the closing chapter of a legendary era in New Zealand's coinage history. I'm talking about the 1989 New Zealand 20-cent coin, proudly featuring the nation's cherished kiwi bird on its reverse. This coin may appear ordinary at first glance, but its story and value make it one of the most sought-after New Zealand coins of its era. The year 1989 was a turning point in New Zealand's numismatic history. It marked the final year that the large, traditional 20-cent coin with the kiwi design was minted before the design and size were changed in 1990. That makes the 1989 issue not just another date, but a historic farewell to a classic era of New Zealand coinage. The reverse side showcases the iconic kiwi bird, standing proudly among native ferns, symbolizing the nation's deep respect for its wildlife and natural beauty. This image has long been a point of national pride, representing New Zealand's uniqueness and spirit of independence. On the obverse side sits the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, whose reign spanned decades of change and modernization. Her youthful effigy on this coin connects it to a significant chapter of Commonwealth history, making it appealing to collectors across the globe. But what makes the 1989 20-cent coin truly special is its combination of historical importance and scarcity. As the last year of the original series, many were spent and lost in circulation. Few survived in pristine, untouched condition, and those that did have become highly valuable collectibles. Each coin tells a story of transition. By 1990, New Zealand introduced a completely new, smaller 20-cent coin, ending the large copper-nickel kiwi design forever. That single change instantly turned the 1989 issue into a commemorative end-of-era coin, even though it wasn't officially labeled as one. Collectors love coins that mark the end of a design series. They signify closure, rarity, and nostalgia. And the 1989 20-cent fits that description perfectly. It is the final chapter of one of New Zealand's most beloved coin designs. Over the years, as more of these coins vanished from circulation, the few surviving in mint-state condition gained incredible attention. Collectors began searching relentlessly for the sharpest, most lustrous examples, coins that had escaped decades of wear and handling. Those flawless examples, sealed and graded by professional services, now command impressive prices in the numismatic market. Depending on condition and certification, this coin can fetch anywhere from $400 to $800, with top-tier examples occasionally exceeding those figures in competitive auctions. That's right, a coin once worth just 20 cents can now be worth hundreds of dollars, simply because of its history, rarity, and the story it carries. It's living proof that sometimes, the smallest pieces of the past can hold the biggest surprises. The beauty of the 1989 New Zealand 20-cent coin lies not just in its design, but in what it represents, the end of the great Kiwi era in circulation coinage. Collectors see it as the bridge between two generations of coin design, linking the traditional craftsmanship of the old series with the modern style that followed. For investors and collectors alike, this coin offers a perfect blend of sentimental and financial value. Its design appeals to New Zealanders who hold it close to their identity, while its rarity makes it irresistible to international numismatists. Even beyond the world of coin collecting, the 1989 20-cent piece stands as a symbol of national heritage. It reflects New Zealand's respect for its natural symbols and its commitment to evolution, values that make this coin more than just currency, but art in miniature form. If you ever happen to find one tucked away in an old drawer, pay attention to its condition. A bright, well-preserved example could be your ticket to a valuable discovery. Get it appraised or professionally graded. It could be worth far more than you imagine. And as time passes, the value of these coins continues to rise. Fewer and fewer examples remain in perfect shape, and that shrinking supply only fuels collector competition and price growth. What was once a small, everyday coin now stands as a collector's gem, admired for its design, rarity, and historical context. It captures the spirit of New Zealand in metal form, proud, enduring, and full of character. So, if you ever come across the 1989 New Zealand 20-cent coin with the kiwi bird, remember, you're holding more than just a piece of change. You're holding the final echo of an era, a treasure that could be worth up to $800, and a shining symbol of a nation's legacy. Because in the world of rare coins, value is not only measured in dollars, it's measured in the stories, history, and pride each coin carries. And the 1989 Kiwi 20 cent is one of those rare pieces that carries it all.